Hey everybody, good afternoon. I'm Michael Lappin from Solutions Engineering at Telesign. Telesign is a global leader in digital identity and authentication management. Actually, we invented the one-time passcode in 2005, believe it or not. Today, I'm going to show you our intelligence platform, which is designed to prevent fraud, particularly at onboarding. It's often paired with our authentication technology, such as voice verification, SMS verification, omni-channel verification, silent verification, and email verification. So we do all those, and these often work together. All of these products are actually API-based. So what my team did is we built a little website, obviously, that wraps around this data so you guys can actually see it in all its glory and see what it's all about. So what it is it's a phone number scoring platform. So it takes a phone number and or email address and IP address and uses that to predict fraudulent onboarding efforts, right? So what we do is we look at about 2,000 different criteria, sometimes as many as 2,200 different criteria to determine the score for a given phone number. So when someone's onboarding onto a banking app or a buy now, pay later or a loan application, that phone number is used to predict if they actually are who they say they are, right? That's kind of the thrust of this. So let me show you how this works. The first thing we do in this thing is we just upload a set of numbers. So this particular set is just like 115 numbers that I've collected over the years. Some of them are fraudulent, some of them are not. In real life, we can use this as sort of a mini POC engine. If you wanted to throw 10,000 numbers in here, we could score them very quickly. In real life, we actually score tens of millions of items in a proof of concept for our customers. And we usually look at a month of traffic, so our duration is about 30 days. Our largest POCs could be 50 million. We have customers that actually have that much onboarding and authentication traffic in a given month. So we'll kind of do that today. We'll mock that up today. So what you can do is you can look at a single number. This will help paint the picture of what is actually happening here. The numbers are scored from 1 to 1,000, okay? So 1 being good, that's a green number. There's a middle tier of flagged numbers, and then there's the red ones, which are the high risk. So this particular number you can see is a 990, right? It's a VoIP number, it's from the United States, and it has a variety of what we call reason codes that rationalize why we would score it this high. We would recommend that we would block this number. Now, we don't actually block it, we just provide recommendation, right? Most numbers are gonna come back as good numbers, right? About 1 to 600, that's the good range. I think mine today was scored at about 24 because I sent a whole bunch of SMS texts, so mine creeped up a little bit from 1. We had several customers come over this morning, score their numbers. 600 to 800 is the yellow tier, which is really the flag tier, and we'll show those. And then the high ones from 800 to 1,000 are the high and very high. Okay, so go back to our heat map here. You can see that the numbers are coming from all over the world. You can see on here, 49 numbers in the United States, et cetera, et cetera. So you can see those in picturing this. The most important thing is really this pie chart. If we look at the block rate, that's our all-important number. The block rate on this set's just about 8%. So 8 out of 100 we would recommend are in that high tier, right? So 7.8 is a pretty good number, pretty realistic. This is sort of normally what we would see. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's a lot more. So if there's an IRSF, if you guys are familiar with revenue sharing fraud, SMS pumping, that kind of stuff, we'll see 85%. And we know we immediately have a customer we can help, right? This is sort of an average number. We're probably seeing some account takeover and synthetic identification in this particular set. So we're gonna try to stop that, right, by recommending to our customers that consumer is not a real consumer. Okay, so if I just focus down on the USA, here's a sort of a look really quickly here. So you can see now you see those flags, there's about 5 of those, 6 to be blocked, and then the majority, 38 I think that is, that are good to go, right? So what's great about this now is that we can use that block rate to help us determine an ROI, which is something that really helps this to become commercially interesting, as I like to say. So let's take a look at that really quickly in the last 2 minutes. So here you can see the gradient, right, of what's very low up to very high. And what we have here is the total volume extrapolated out for 30 days. What I had was a single day, right, 114 numbers, 1 day of traffic. And then you can sort of see the percentages, and then we can actually fix a true positive rate to this. So if you're feeling like some of these are actually false positives, we can actually tune that to make it a little bit more realistic, a little more palatable. And then ultimately, the fraud column is, here's the total number for about a month. And you can see it's about 171 numbers, okay? So if we scroll down and take a look at the ROI here, what I can do is I can assign a month. Let's do August. And then let's go here. Let's get a month in here. And so what we have now is we have 30 days represented. We have the amount of fraudulent transactions avoided. And then below that is the fraudulent transaction cost. Now, we can argue all day about this. Industry averages are between $50 and $20 per fraud event. Now, we have plenty of customers that say, I didn't have any fraud events that cost me anything until that really bad one that cost me $1 million. So we'll create an average here just to sort of paint a picture. So mileage is going to vary here. Then we add the cost of the Telesign solution. Also will vary dramatically depending on traffic, right? And what we see here at the bottom is our break-even point. So I think it says August 23rd. By August 23rd, so just over 3 weeks into the month, the solution paid for itself by blocking those 8% of the set that we believe were fraudulent, right? So that's the point. So what I want you guys to do is come to visit our booth at booth 113, or I'm at the demo kiosk today. We can run some phone numbers in here, your phone number. I'll show you my phone number if you'd like. If you've been getting those spam and robocallers that you get when you get on a hotel Wi-Fi by any chance, come bring those numbers. We'll put them in here and score them as well. I think that's all I had. Thank you guys for your attention. I really appreciate it.